Hi everyone, welcome Chibi. I hope that's how you say it.
Hi, Strong. Thank you for having me on your podcast. Yes, that's how you say it.
Okay, so we are gonna dive in quickly. We are gonna be talking a little about yourself and your journey and etc. Your experience with Animal Jam, your content. Maybe I know you're big into trading and items. Maybe some other things that you've have gotten in the past. Packs and much more.
It gets confusing since it has an X, like, out of nowhere, but yeah, it's pronounced Chibi.
Okay, so great. So we're gonna be talking a little bit about yourself. I want to get to know you. When did you start playing Animal Jam? When did you start social media for Animal Jam? And yeah, just get us to know you. Maybe things, fun facts about you and such.
Yeah, I'm very active here on Instagram, not so much on YouTube anymore, but yeah, I used to trade a lot. I used to be around in the olden days, like 2017, and I used to trade so much. I was grinding on Animal Jam for hours, but I still have some of my rares, and I still trade once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. I can relate because I started around like the 2017, 16 area. And yeah, definitely. I was addicted to trading, like, spent hours on trading. I was a kid at the time. Now I'm 16. So, it's like, you know, I don't trade. I quit trading years ago just because it's just too much for me. And trading's so hard now, but.
Yeah, so well, I started playing with my cousin on the computer game Animal Jam Classic now. We would just play for fun, and then a couple years went by. I discovered Animal Jam Play Wild, and then I decided, let me give it a try. I tried it out. I liked it. I started an Instagram account in like 2016 or so, which is the one I currently still have. And I've just been posting ever since. I started making outfit inspiration posts, and then I did uh, drawings, just a little bit of everything, and eventually I just stuck with edits, and that's what I've been doing ever since. Yeah, I agree. The forest inflation, as people call it, is crazy. There's barely any OG items left. It's all party now, and I mean, it's fun to collect certain colors and stuff. I'm known for the periwinkle and peach combination, so I go for those items usually, but yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Let's start off with easy one. Just a question. How did you get your username? It's very unique, and I found it very not like very easy to remember, and it stands out. I remember seeing you a lot as well in Trading Dead when I was younger, and you stand it out for sure.
One of my starts for trading, though, it's a funny story because I was in Jamal one day. This was back when dragon wings, raccoon tails were worth so much, flower crowns were worth a lot, butterfly wings were worth a lot. Um, I was in Jamal one day. I was minding my business. I see these gray dragon wings on someone's trade list. I was interested, so I offered a bunch of in-store items because I didn't have much at that time. So I offered a bunch of in-store items. They accepted. To my surprise, I was freaking out, and I went into a party's ASAP, and I started trading. And yeah, yeah. So my username, it used to be IcePal188. Not a lot of people know that actually, but it used to be IcePal188, and then I wanted to take my content creating more seriously, so I was like, I need something that separates me from everything else, something that's easy to remember. And so I wanted to go for Chibi, Chibi, but at the time it was 2020, so everyone was like adding weird symbols to their names and stuff. And I'm like, hey, why not replace an I with an X? So I just replaced it with an X, and it's been GB ever since. my username on Animal Jam is Chibi with a 2, so Chibi2, because on my main account before this one, it used to be just be Chibi, but that account got banned due to some, I want to call it some miscommunication. Um, I let my friend borrow an account, and they were doing mischievous things on it, and they got banned, and then that just banned my whole parent account. I reached out to AJ. There was a whole like hashtag like Chibi's innocent type of thing going on. It was funny. It was a funny time. Um, but that's the story behind my account getting banned. Um, I was so sad, honestly. Like, I was so sad, but thanks to like a bunch of people they donated, I was able to trade back up to where I was before and even more now. But that's the story behind my username.
Cool. So now that we're talking a little bit a lot about the past, let's bring it up some like older people that not older, but content maybe creators or people that you remember who were like upcoming at the time, and they made it to big ambassador status or whoever it may be, or big traders or big people that we know from a long time ago. I remember well when I was playing when I was younger, I didn't know much people because I was like, I didn't really do like content or anything. I'm gonna be my 2-year anniversary coming up soon for content. So I'm not like, I usually for like most of my AJ like time playing has been basically on AJ. So content wise, I don't know much people like from the past. You know what I'm saying? But starting to get more people and got to know more people. So let's talk about maybe who do you know that was upcoming at the time, maybe people that you knew and stuff like that. Oh, you got banned. Oh, because of their name. That's crazy. I know that lately, and I know a few people, my friends, they've been saying that Animal Jam has been requesting them to change their username because after so many years, all of a sudden now it's inappropriate. So, I don't know. They're telling them to change it. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people who have come and gone. Some of the people who still play that pop up to mind would be like Full Moon Bunny, Pink Spinel. I'm trying to think who else. I know there's a lot of people who are still here that used to play in my time, but there is also a lot of older people who don't play anymore. Like Indigo, some of you guys might remember her. She was the pack owner of Pastel Pearls, which was always on top of the leaderboard. Not anymore though, but I was part of that pack for a while, and they were amazing. Yeah, I think that's that. Those are some people that just pop up like into mind.
Talking about ban, in 2020, I got suspended. No, actually, no, I didn't get suspended. My bad. No, the breach happened, and the breach or whatever, that big mess happened. And I lost strong power one. So I was with chocolate chip cookies, chip not chip. It was for a year. And I finally got it back almost pretty much a year later, literally a year later. It took me a while to get the account back. It was a big mess. I lost my entire account. I was very devastated, but I was so thankful to have a lot of people that helped me out, build up again and stuff. But definitely was a hard time. The crazy part though is I think I made a lot more friends in that period of time, that year, than I ever have. And leveled up too. I think I leveled to the same level in a matter of a year, and it took me like 4 years to get that one. It was crazy.
I completely forgot about the data breach, but now that you mention it, I do remember a lot of people losing their accounts because of that. It was super scary, but it's fine now, I guess.
So you're talking about your pack, or the pack that you were in. I know you mentioned to me that you were in a pack and it was like or maybe you made a pack and it failed. Maybe you tell us some more about that.
Oh yeah, so I had made a pack. It was called the Chbs, and it had the cutest little logo ever, but it unfortunately didn't work out. I only got like 10 members to join, but it's fine. I mean, I ended up joining my friend's pack. Her name was Grams. She doesn't play that often anymore. She tries to pop in once in a while, but she also used to make content. But um, yeah, I ended up joining her pack. I became a co-owner or whatever it's called, and she ended up leaving the pack after like a year or so, and then I just transformed it into my own again. But we don't do any runs. There's not many active people. It has like about 50 people in it or something like that. I'm not even sure anymore. But yeah, that's the story behind the pack.
Yeah, it's not easy for sure because I myself have was involved with the pack community for so long. Even to this day, I'm helping IC out. We're running, pack together. And we've been really successful the last year. When I joined them, we announced we're gonna do a collab joint, December of last year, and this year we've been doing amazing. Definitely it's a lot of work, and I have to give kudos to IC and the team. They've done outstanding work, and all the effort they put in everything. I feel like I'm just there sometimes, like overseeing things, but they definitely do all the work, and they are amazing. Yes, I know you mentioned something about earlier about your how you got banned, and you said you have some type of ongoing thing going on, like I don't know, like public issues that you were going through with people calling you certain things or such. What happened exactly?
Yeah, having a pack could be so much work. It's a lot of planning, it's a lot of giveaways, sapphire drops, all of this stuff to convince your members to actually start running and get yourselves on the leaderboard. Oh no, yeah. It was all positives. It was people making posts, tagging AJHQ in my posts, DMing, emailing them. Just a lot of group effort to try and get my account back. Cause again, it wasn't my fault necessarily. Well, it was my fault for giving my spare account information out to my friend, but it wasn't me personally who did anything wrong. Um, so it was a lot of effort stuff and just trying to restore my account, which never happened, but I moved on. Some of those posts, which can still be found on my tagged posts, are still up. So if anyone wants to go check them out, you can. There was a whole hashtag going on, and that was such a time.
Yeah, sounds interesting. Fun. What do you call it? Where am I going now? Oh yeah, so I don't know if I asked you already, but I know you have, the iconic look of, your two colors, the little peach and bluish color. Tell us maybe, what came to be that.
Okay, so for the main look, I was just trying to go for something different, something unique. Before my peach and periwinkle, I had a light blue, a periwinkle, and like a black going on. You can see my old outfit in some of my older posts, but I decided to change it one day because I was just bored of it. And I saw the firefighter hat in the Jam Art clothing or whatever, and I'm like, wait, this is kind of nice. And so I put it on. I built an outfit um, around the hat, and it's been peach and periwinkle ever since. This was in like 2020. Everything I've done is like in 2020, but yeah, I've been collecting those two-toned colors ever since, and I have a huge inventory full of them. I sometimes don't even know what to do with them all because it's like way too much.
That's cool. Um, I know you're talking about your clothing and stuff. Do you happen to have like a collection of different like clothing sets or with those colors? I know you like that color a lot. You collect stuff. So maybe you have any collections or maybe like pet collections of maybe those colors or stuff.
Yeah, so I own a lot of lizards. I also try to buy one of every new item in my colors. One of my lizards is actually now rainbow tiered. I was trying to get another one of my lizards to be rainbow tiered, but I haven't even started if I'm being honest.
Mm, that's interesting. I remember the lizards actually when they first came out, the green DNA vial. Now DNA vials are like whatever. But I remember when DNA vials, especially the green, was like big deal. I kind of miss those days, but
I have jumping spiders in my main look colors. I have the exclusive one time only pets. I forget what they're like called, the mission pets or whatever. Um, I have all sorts of pets. All the dinos are in my colors, all the mythical pets are in my colors. It's an obsession.
look, to be honest, I don't even know if I have one pet in my inventory. I don't collect. I don't. I just trade them. I just give them all away. Literally, like in the past, since I ever started content creation, I literally have nothing. I've given everything I have away. Like now, I just like make content and like play the game for everyone else. Like I don't even care for my stuff. As long as I have my main fit, some nice den items, I'll be fine.
Someone needs to put me on My Strange Addiction ASAP. Yeah, that must be nice, not hoarding a bunch of poor animals in your inventory like I do.
What do you call it? Do you have anything else you want to tell the community or the AJ peeps watching this?
Yeah, I remember green DNA used to be so wanted. Everyone wanted a pet lizard, and there was collectors, me being one of them at one point. But I mean, they've gone significantly down in value. You can get them for like 50 sapphires now. They used to be worth a whole lot. A lizard could go for like a white bow tie, which is insane back in the day. Um, but I do remember those days.
Yup, times have changed.
Yeah, for sure. Just keep playing, have fun, and enjoy your time on AJ because it's not forever.
That's for sure. We've been playing around almost the same time. So yeah, for sure, guys, it's not forever. We've been playing for a long time, but you never know. Things come up in life. Like you guys know, the last few months for me has been hectic. I haven't been that active. And, in the future, who knows what comes my way. And, same with any of you guys. So enjoy the time before, other things are, consuming your time. Enjoy every minute. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy. Oh, and thank you, Chbx. Or Chbx. Chibi. I got it.
No problem.